Hey there, Alex here. The iPhone 7 has been around for about 4 months now, so most people who wanted one has probably gotten one ready. In fact, I already did a written review on my blog for the iPhone 7 back then. But if Apple sticks to their usual release schedule, there is still about 8 months to go before we'll see another new iPhone. That's a really long time to wait if your current phone is already failing you and you need a new phone soon. So let's take a second look at the iPhone 7, in particular the Plus model. After a brand new year, after all the buzz about the phone has died out, and after all the really great smartphones that has come out since then. This is the iPhone 7 Plus review, 4 months later. Traditionally, a new number meant a major redesign from Apple, not this year. This year, what we got was a minor redesign of the exterior and a significant upgrade to its internals. On the outside, you get a different looking camera hump with a dual camera setup for the 7 Plus, simplified antenna bands on the top and bottom, and a distinct lack of a 3.5mm audio jack at the bottom. This might disappoint some folks, but I've been using wireless earbuds for a while now and really don't miss the wires. For folks still using their wired earphones though, you're gonna have to get used to using these adapters. You also get 2 new colors replacing the space grey version, black and jet black. The black version is the one I have here with matte finish, and the jet black version has a high gloss finish. And that's pretty much it. It looks pretty much like the iPhone 6s Plus, just with a minor facelift and a new coat of paint. You still get that really fast Touch ID sensor at the bottom, and 3D touch on the display. Despite iOS 10 bringing 3D touch into more areas of the phone, I still don't really use it that much. The most I use it for is actually just the keyboard for text editing. The fun stuff is actually on the inside. One of the more significant changes this year is the use of a non-mechanical button. It's using a pressure sensor and a newer, more precise taptic engine to emulate the press of a button. It does not have that satisfying click of a button, but at least you don't have to worry about wear and tear. Another big feature to help with durability on the iPhone 7 Plus will be its IP67 rating, which means it should be able to survive a bit of water with no issues at all. If there is a feature that I think all flagship devices should have, I'll pick this. We also get stereo speakers for the first time on an iPhone. One at the top and one at the bottom. They sound really great for what it's worth, and should make the lack of an audio jack a little easier to swallow. The display on the phone is still just Full HD at 5.5 inches, but looks pretty good still. It looks great no matter the lighting conditions, and the color reproduction is pretty much spot on. It uses a new DCI-P3 standard, which enables a wider color gamut than your normal LCD displays. When you pair that with the new camera hardware, that takes advantage of the same standard as well, it's able to display some really awesome looking images. So let's talk about the camera on the iPhone 7 Plus. There is a pair of 12 megapixel cameras, one with f1.8 aperture and optical image stabilization, the other with f2.8 aperture. The second camera has a 56mm equivalent lens compared to the 28mm on the main camera, effectively giving you something like a 2x zoom. You can actually see the phone switching the camera as you approach 2x zoom. The dual camera setup also enables portrait mode, which basically helps you create images with a background blur effect. It can be used for other subjects too, but I find that the smaller the subject, the poorer the effect looks. It's fun to play with, but probably not something I'll use often. The thing I'm more impressed with is actually the main camera of the phone. It's able to produce some really great looking images in most situations. It has great dynamic range, and has great looking colors while still looking natural. Even in dimmer lighting conditions, the improved low light performance is very close to what the Samsung Galaxy S7 has to offer. I actually prefer the less aggressive image processing on the iPhone 7 Plus most of the time. Another thing that the iPhone 7 Plus really excels in will be in video recording. The camera is able to capture some really great details in the video, and the combination of electronic and optical stabilization produces some of the smoothest and steadiest footages from a smartphone. The front camera has been upgraded to 7 megapixel. It may not be everyone's cup of tea, but I really like the natural look from the front camera. Basically, if you like taking photos, you're not going to be disappointed with the camera of the iPhone 7 Plus at all. iOS 10 does bring some new features, but most of them are under the hood enhancements. The new features that you can actually see are mostly minor changes that improves the already good experience that you get from iOS. My favorite thing about iOS is just how consistently smooth it is, and how good the performance is. Apple's control over the software and hardware still puts it slightly ahead of its competitors. The iPhone 7 Plus uses Apple's A10 processor with 3GB of RAM. On paper, it might not look as impressive as other Android devices, but don't let that deceive you. This is one of the fastest phones in the market, especially in terms of gaming. Games loads quickly and runs really smoothly on the phone. Given that you also have a big display with stereo speakers, I think this is the best gaming experience you'll get from a smartphone today. The best part about iPhone 7 Plus is, despite its monstrous performance, battery life is actually still really good. Despite having the same dimensions as the iPhone 6s Plus, the iPhone 7 Plus actually houses a slightly larger battery inside. Your mileage may vary, but I was able to get a day of heavy use out of the phone with plenty of juice left at the end of the day. With lots of rumor flying around regarding a major refresh of the iPhone's design later this year, I think it's really easy to just dismiss the iPhone 7 Plus as a transitional iPhone with minor upgrades over its predecessor. But if you look at just what the phone is able to do at this point in time, it's still one of the best phones that money can buy. It has pretty much all the features that I would want from a high-end phone: nice design, top-of-the-line performance, water resistance, great camera, stereo speakers, lasting battery life, reliable software, and a comprehensive ecosystem. In short, if you're looking for a brand new phone today and don't mind paying a bit extra, the iPhone 7 Plus is still one of the best options available in the market. Thanks for watching this video. If you like it, be sure to give me a thumbs up, and if you want to see more content from me, be sure to subscribe to my channel. Thanks again, and see you guys on the next one.